In this video, I'm going to share with you how I recommend you approaching a conversation with a cold lead in your affiliate marketing business. And if you don't know what a cold lead is, I'm going to explain that in this video. And by knowing how to approach these interactions, you are going to put yourself in a position to create opportunities for your affiliate marketing business, start presenting offers, and closing those affiliate sales. This was a training I delivered inside my free Facebook group, and I'm going to cut over to it. Before I do, if you are new to the channel, my name is André Marvão, and I help people start and grow their affiliate marketing businesses from 0 to 6 figures organically. So if that's something you are interested in, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you get notified whenever I drop a new video. And if you get any value from this one, smash the like button and let me know below if you have any questions or comments, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you'd like to learn more about what I do, click the first link in the description, which will get you to my free Facebook group. I'm going to cut over to that video right now. See you there. If you are trying to take an affiliate marketing business off the ground and you are growing an audience, you are using organic traffic, one of the key steps you need to do daily is to have a way to get new people in your audience, depending on the platform you are using. For example, on Facebook, what we do is we use our Facebook profiles and we add people as friends, okay? Every day we add friends to the Facebook profile, and that's our way to grow our audience with new people. And those people that are joining your audience today, those people never saw anything from you before, okay? So they are cold leads. A cold lead is someone that never saw anything from you before, doesn't know you, doesn't like you, doesn't trust you. Someone that looks at you and thinks, who are you? Okay? That's a cold lead. The people that are accepting a friend request today, if you are using Facebook, or someone that enters your audience today, whatever platform you are using, the first time they enter your audience and they get exposed to you, they are a cold lead. Okay? And if you are interacting with these people, it's very important that you have an approach of not doing actions that are going to repel them, because that first interaction with them can be what will define if they keep paying attention to you or not. Okay? So for me to explain this, let me explain a concept, which is the 2 beliefs that the people in your audience must have to consider buying your affiliate product. For them to consider buying your affiliate product, they need to have 2 beliefs. First, they need to be aware that they have a problem. Because if someone doesn't have a problem, they will not buy a product. People buy products to solve problems, okay? So that's the first belief. They need to know they have a problem. Second belief, they need to trust you as someone who can help them solve that problem that they have. Because people buy products from someone they trust. If they don't trust you, they will buy from someone they trust and they will not buy from you, okay? These are the 2 beliefs that you always need to keep in your mind when interacting with people, okay? And when you are having a conversation with someone, you need to see, okay, does this person know they have a problem, and does this person trust me? When the 2 beliefs are in place, you have the green light to proceed and ask if they are looking for help with that problem, okay? Because they know they have a problem and they trust you, okay? So when you are interacting with someone that is cold, a cold lead doesn't have the second belief, never, okay? They never trust you because they are cold. They are getting exposed to you for the first time, okay? That's why these 2 beliefs are important. Because when you are interacting with someone, you look at what's happening and you identify if the beliefs are there or not, okay? So a cold lead doesn't have the second belief. They don't trust you, okay? So your job in a cold conversation is to build trust, okay? It's not to sell a product, in my opinion, okay? It's to put your focus on building a relationship and building trust, okay? And a mistake I did in the past, in the beginning of my journey, and I see a lot of people doing when they start conversations with cold people, is asking very intrusive questions. For example, they start conversation and they ask, what's your struggle? Those are details that people don't want to share with someone they don't trust. People don't want to share their pain points with someone they don't trust. So avoid asking very intrusive questions in the first interaction you are having with someone cold, okay? Try to ask more superficial questions that show curiosity about what they are doing, and your goal is just to build a connection and a relationship, okay? So your goal is to focus on planting a seed, okay? Focus on planting a seed. The mindset a lot of people have in the Facebook organic space specifically, which is the space where I spend most of my time. That's why I talk so much about it. But the mindset a lot of people have is they want to add a friend today and make a sale today, okay? And that burns a lot of relationships because they are pushy, they ask very intrusive questions in the first interaction, and the second belief is not in place. People will not open up because they don't trust you if you do that. So your goal is to plant a seed, show that you care, build a relationship, and give without asking anything in return, because that's what will plant a seed that will grow over time, and eventually people will trust you if you give them time and you have patience. Okay, so instead of trying to go for the sale today and starting conversations today to close a sale today, start conversations with the goal of, okay, I'm going to plant a seed and build a relationship, and in the future it can lead to an opportunity. And if it doesn't, it's totally cool too. So when you are interacting with someone cold, that's what you need to keep in mind. And in some of these cold conversations, what will happen, you will see that some people will open up even without trusting you. They will share their pain point with you. For example, you start a conversation with someone and the person tells you, I started my field marketing business 2 weeks ago and I'm struggling with getting traffic. They open up right away and they share their pain point. Okay. Another mistake I did in the past, and I see a lot of people doing when interacting with cold people, is they see a pain point and they go straight to the offer. Okay. Even with cold leads. And again, even if they have the first belief, which is the problem, and they share with you the problem, the second belief is not there. So they will not buy from you because they don't trust you. Okay. And when you see someone cold opening up and sharing a problem with you, so they have the first belief, they are aware that they have a problem, and they say, I'm struggling with this, whatever it is, you know, because you know these two beliefs, that the second belief is not there. They don't trust you. So your job is to slow down and build the second belief before you go for the offer. Okay. So you need to slow down instead of going for the offer straight away. When you see a pain point, you slow down and you build trust. Okay. And how do you build trust? You give without asking anything in return. That's how you build trust. Okay. So if they tell you in the first conversation cold that they are struggling with traffic, for example, what you do is you send them something for free, a free training, for example, that you created, that is going to help them with the problem they shared with you exactly. You send them a free training that you created that gives them value on how to solve their traffic problem, for example. Okay? So that's how you build trust, is you listen to what they say and you send them something for free that just gives, and you don't ask for anything in return. Okay? So the way I approach this in my business, and what I recommend you guys doing, is having long form video content that you create that gives value to people on the specific problems that you start identifying in your audience. You start creating videos that help people with those problems. That's what I've been doing for the last few years, is creating videos consistently every week based on the things people in my audience say. And now I have a collection of videos here in the Facebook group that talk about multiple different problems that people shared with me. And I'm in a cold conversation. Someone tells me I have a problem with X. I go to my collection of videos and see, okay, this is the best video for you. And I say, I have a free training inside my Facebook group that I think will be really helpful for you on that X problem that you mentioned. Happy for me to send it over. They say yes, and I send the video from my Facebook group without asking anything in return. Okay, that's how you build trust, because you are giving without asking anything in return. So you are basically building the second belief, because the first belief was already there. In this example, they open up with a problem, and your goal is to build the second belief, which is the trust. And the way you do that is by giving without asking anything in return. And the reason why I recommend you doing long form video content specifically is because long form video content builds very strong relationships with your audience members, because people see your face, people hear your voice, people see you in a different way when you compare, for example, with a written piece of content. Okay, so I want to encourage you guys to do long form video content, because when I started doing long form video content, I started seeing this trust building process happening faster. So people trusting me faster because they were seeing my video content, specifically long form video content. Okay, so that's why I recommend you guys using long form video content in your businesses. And as I said, the way I approach it is, when I identify a problem, I send people to a piece of long form video content that helps them with exactly the problem they shared with me. Okay, so that is building trust and is building the relationship with me. And I'm not there. It's a video that is building that relationship. Okay, so that's what I recommend you doing in a cold conversation with people. And over time, then the trust starts being built. And when the two beliefs are in place, because the conversation can be reignited in the future, okay, and when the conversation is reignited in the future, and the two beliefs are in place, so they know they have a problem and they trust you, that's when you have the green light to proceed and ask, are you looking for help with that problem? And people are much more open to your help at that point, because you didn't go for the offer straight away. You slowed down, you build trust first, you build a relationship with them first, and then after some time, when the conversation was reignited, as they are consuming content from you, that's why it's important that you keep posting content and putting yourself out there, because even when you are not talking with them, the relationship is still being built. Okay, because the content builds relationship with your audience even when you are not talking with them. Okay, so that's why I need to keep posting content consistently, and when the conversation is reignited in the future, if the two beliefs are in place, they know they have a problem and they trust you, you have the green light to ask the question and ask if they are looking for help. If they say yes, that's when you can present your affiliate product. Okay, so that's what I recommend you doing when interacting with cold people. Okay, so implement this in your affiliate marketing business, and you'll see that you will build very strong relationships with people if you have this approach. And I tried multiple different approaches. I tried going for the offer right away. I tried multiple things, and this is the best approach I found that builds strong relationships with your audience. You don't repel people, because if you are pushy in the first conversation, you repel people and they never pay attention to you again. Okay, but if you have the opposite approach of giving without asking anything in return, people start paying attention because you are different from 90% of people that are reaching out to them. Okay, so if you do this, it will build strong relationships with your audience and eventually opportunities for you to present your affiliate product and to see those commissions showing up in your bank account.